on the phone with us right now, Mike Gloekler, calling from College Dale, Tennessee, right outside Chattanooga. He's with McKee Foods, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the experience one Tuscaloosa man had with a Little Debbie snack cake. Everyone saw the video that went kind of berserk on Facebook around here. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Hey, Mike.
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, you're anytime. You're welcome. So,
we appreciate you reaching out.
Yeah, you wanted to kind of address the issue, and the floor is yours, sir.
Well, I appreciate it. And, McKee Foods, we are the makers of Little Debbie snack cakes, and we've been unwrapping smiles with our products for, more than 80 years, 1934 when we were founded. And for us, food purity is a very serious topic. It's our number one priority. We want to make sure we put out good products for people. And any time that there is an issue, and when an issue comes up, and it's not often, we take it very seriously. And this case with Mr. Young, we took very seriously as well, enough to send one of our district sales representatives out to visit him. And, we tried to explain to him what we thought the problem was, and get some resolutions. But, our sales rep didn't feel like there was too much interest in a resolution. So we have just continued then to look into it on our end to make sure that there's not a problem with our processes. And we have many processes in place to make sure that things like this don't originate in our facilities.
So, Mike, tell me, from you guys' end, as just a consumer and someone obviously who just watched the video, so how does a larva, or if you will,
has your research indicated that it actually did originate?
Right,
because there has been that question.
Yeah, and we can't do as thorough research without a sample of the product, which we asked for and were refused by Mr. Young. Now, looking at the video like everyone else has on Facebook, our folks have looked at that and said that to them, based on the video, it looks like a pantry moth larvae. And there are several. There are flour meal moths, there are Indian meal moths, there are several things that are common household pests that get into people's food stores. It could be in flour, it could be in cereal, and in this case, it unfortunately was on our product. But looking at that larvae, we were estimating that it was approximately 72 hours old. The gestation from egg to that point, to the point of hatching, is only about 4 days to 7 days, depending on the temperature. And as he stated, he had the product in his pantry for a couple of weeks. So, if you look at biology and math, it just doesn't add up to coming out of our facility, and it left our facility at the end of May.
You are unable to conclusively determine that because you were denied the sample is essentially it.
Right.
Well, I mean, you made a good point with, the math and the biology of the situation.
Right.
May's a pretty long time.
Did he say why he wouldn't turn over the remaining product for testing?
Oh, I imagine it's a matter of trust, and he doesn't want to turn over custody of one of the products. But we want to send it off and have it independently tested, and we would have that larvae DNA tested to determine conclusively what it is.
That is how I would hope a company would respond if there were an issue with one of their products. So,
or if they even thought it was.
Obviously, we've got 6,000 people who work hard every day to make sure that, the United States of America has good product in their pantry. And we take it very, very seriously when, anybody brings up an issue like this. And, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. In this case, like I said, it's just unfortunate that it was on our product. I would encourage Mr. Young to check his stocks of flour, his bags of sugar, cereal, rice, pasta. And it's one of those things that these little critters, they just, all they do is live to eat and don't go into anything.
All right, Mike.
And, another point on that video was that, our products, our wraps are puffed with air so that there's a bit of a cushion in there. And if you look on that, it's pretty clear that wrap doesn't have the puff of air in it. So there is a breach somewhere, and those critters will bore through plastic to get to what they want.
That's a good point.
Good point. Here's one thing as we close up, Mike. What would you suggest, or whatever, for the consumer, for people that obviously were concerned about, the video, to educate themselves with your product and your safety standards and what you guys put into ensuring, like you said, America has quality product in their pantries, where can they go? Where can they go read a little bit or educate themselves?
Well, there's any number of things you can do. You can give us a call at our consumer affairs line, and that number is on our website. The number is on our packaging. Not to suggest that Tuscaloosans check out Auburn's website, but they have a great entomology department with information on common household pests. Most counties have agricultural extensions that can tell you a little bit about it. And these pantry moths, they're easy to get and tough to get rid of. So there's lots of advice out there on the internet.
Well, Mike, again, thank you very much for reaching out. Always open to hear, obviously both sides of the story, and what you say makes a lot of sense. So,
and hey, I'm going to go buy a box of oatmeal raisin cream pies, and I'm going to eat them just as a way to, hey. I really appreciate the gesture, and I know everyone listening will appreciate hearing from you guys as well.
Sure, and if Mr. Young is listening, I'm happy to send that district sales rep by to pick up a sample, and we can all get a conclusive answer and update everybody. If it was a problem with our facility, we'd be the first to say, hey, it's a problem, and we're going to fix it. But I just don't think that's the case.
Mike, can't ask for more than that. Thank you, sir. Again,
McKee Foods, calling out of College Dale, Tennessee. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Okay,
all
bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.